Most of the people that train are stuck into the belief that you need a gym membership to stay fit, to get into shape. And that's simply not true. Their beliefs are very limited. They only associate the gym they go to with training. And when they go somewhere else, maybe when they travel, maybe when they have to go to a different location for a couple of months, they stop training. Why is that? It's because, as I said, they only associate that specific gym with fitness, with training. They didn't build a habit to train everywhere you want. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the benefits of functional training. Not all of the benefits, but the specific benefit of location freedom. Being able to train everywhere you want. I'm going to talk about the benefits, and I'm also going to show you how to do it. I have some objects here that I can use for training. I have a very beautiful tree here, for example. And later this video I'm going to show you how to do pull-ups on a tree, etc. I have this chair and another chair there, which I can use for different exercises. Then also here, I have a heavy rock. I mean, if you go on vacation in nature or something, you can always find heavy rocks that you can use for training. Alright, so let's get into it. But before we're getting into it, let's crack this beauty open. Delicious. I mean, I believe there are a lot of benefits in functional training, but in this video I'm just gonna cover the benefit of location freedom and being able to feel free when training. So let's talk about what most people do first. And I was also like this. Go away. 2 years ago, I was only going to the gym, to one specific gym, and for me fitness was attached to that specific location. So when I went to holidays, stuff like that, I wasn't able to train outside because in my head I only associated training with going to the gym. So for example, here in Romania, when I was in Romania, I used to travel like 5 hours a day to get into the gym, because as you can see, I'm here in the middle of nowhere and we don't have a gym in this village. So I would take the bus at 11, go to the gym for like 2 hours, and then I could only take the bus back at 5. So I would spend a big chunk of my day just to go to the gym. And I never thought about training in the village. I never thought about all the possibilities that I have in the village. Of course, now I build a pull-up bar here and I never go to the gym anymore. I just train here in my backyard for free. I was paying subscriptions. I would go to the city, pay day passes. It costs me a lot of money. And now I only paid 50 euros to build a pull-up bar and I can use it for free. So your brain only associates fitness with going to the gym. And I think that's not what movement is about, what training is about. My opinion is that you should be able to train everywhere. Always, like doesn't matter where you are, even if you don't have any equipment at all. You have a ground that you can use for leg exercises, for push-ups. At most of the locations you can find a tree that you can hang on and do some pull-ups in very like odd ways. I mean, it's not gonna be a straight bar where you can do perfect pull-ups, but you can use like a mixed grip or something like that. Like, for example, this branch here. This branch, you can see, is going up a little bit. So I cannot grip it like this, but I can do mixed grips, for example. Let me show you. So this is a great exercise that I like to do on branches like this. Take a mixed grip, then you pull like that. Then you mix the grip and do the same thing here. like I did 4 reps. I can already feel my bicep, my back working very well. And all you need, one strong branch that you can use to do your pull-ups. Then also this specific exercise has another advantage, that is grip strength. Because you are like this, and then you have to kind of switch it. So you have to work on your grip to switch it up a little bit. That's one example. How much does it cost to make use of that branch? 0 euros, dollars, pounds, dineros, whatever you want to call it. Nothing. And you can find a tree everywhere you go. Find a good, healthy, strong tree. Check if the branch is strong enough. Check if it's not a dead branch, because you will fall on the ground, it will break. You don't want that. Test it out a little bit, put some more force. If you think it's stable and strong enough, do your pull-ups. I mean, in most of the locations you can find something that you can get a grip on and do a pull-up. Even if it's like a building or like a garage, something like that. I think that a tree is the best example, because most of the big trees have a usable branch where you can do pull-ups. And this way you can train everywhere. But if you're used to going to the gym, you don't really think about this, you know. You just go to the gym back home. You're attached to that place. Then when you go 2-3 weeks on holiday, you don't train at all. All you do is just eat and drink and sleep and go to the beach. And I mean, when you get back home, you kind of lost your routine there. I mean, you didn't train for 2-3 weeks, and a lot of people lose motivation when they get back home. I never have this problem because I keep training when I go on holiday. Maybe the frequency drops a little bit, but I try to move my body in different ways. And I mean, I just showed you it's very possible. Then another example I have, it's find a big rock like this one. This is, I think it's around 7 kilos, something like that. You can use the rock in many different ways. You can do rows. Boom. And this is not heavy enough for me to do rows, so I'm gonna use it for push. Shoulder presses. Bah. Also pretty light for me. So I would use it to do some plyometrics, like this. Even, you can do single hand. Bam, wait. And now it's getting harder. Also very good for balance, you know? Shoulder stability if you do it single-handed. Here, another example. So I got these. 2 chairs. 2 chairs next to each other. Let's see what we can do. Maybe we can do some dips. Very possible. Of course, the basics, push-ups. You can always do them. Okay, so let's say you do these exercises. Some pull-ups on a branch, some dips between 2 chairs, and some shoulder presses with a heavy stone. That's already gonna target your full upper body. I mean, no core. I mean, like with the pull-ups and dips and the shoulder presses, there's a little bit of core involved. But what if you want to do some core? Use the same chair, like this. Boom. Or L-sits, ab exercises. You can always do them. Always. So that's already full upper body without equipment. I mean, if you cannot find 2 chairs, just do some push-ups. There's so many possibilities. Also for legs. I mean, most of the people think that you can only train legs in a gym. That's not true, because look, you can do squats, If the squats are not heavy enough for you, You can pick the heavy rock. That's gonna add like 5 to 10 kilograms. Use that and work on endurance. Of course, you're never gonna be able to do 100 kilogram squats. And I'm not saying these are bad. I'm just saying that you should not be attached only to the gym. You can still go to the gym. I go to the gym as well to do exercise that I cannot do outside. But it's very limited. It's very limited to only associate that specific gym with fitness. You can do both of them. You can go to that gym to do your heavy exercises with a lot of weight. And then when you're on holiday or, I don't know, another day when you don't feel like going to the gym, you can do some home workouts. And as I said, you can do so many exercises. Pistol squats. Very challenging. It targets your quads, targets your glutes, ankles, stability, you name it. Great exercise. You can do lunges like this. Bam. Alternating jumping lunges. Plyometrics. You can jump high, jump far, do some sprints, work on cardio, buy a jump rope, do that. So many possibilities. And if you don't want to spend any money, it's possible. As I said, the tree is there for you. It's free. I mean, if you go on holiday, you could probably find 2 chairs where you can do some dips. It's very possible. If not, as I said, some push-ups, pistol squats, alternating lunges, everything. That's for the people that don't want to spend any money. But if you want to spend, let's say, 30 to 40 euros, something like that, I would highly suggest you to buy these bad boys, the rings. I think I spent 20 to 25 euros on these bad boys. And as you can see, you can attach them everywhere. Like, all you need is a good branch. And I'm putting a lot of force right now. Doesn't go anywhere. And in terms of traveling, if you want to bring some equipment when you're traveling, this is very doable. You just have 2 rings and 2 bands. I mean, pretty logically, the 2 bands are not gonna take in a lot of space in your baggage. And also what I realized, the rings itself also don't need a lot of room. Because you have the 2 rings, these are pretty thick, I know, but you have a hole in them where you can put like your socks, underwear, something like that. So if you have a backpack, just a backpack to travel, you can put these 2 rings at the bottom of your backpack, and then you just fill up the holes with your underwear and socks, and then on top you can put a lot of clothes, you know. That's how I travel. I did this last year when I went to Albania and Montenegro. I brought my rings with me and we just attached them in Albania at the apartment. I can show you a picture here. Boom. I mean, we were doing ring dips, ring muscle ups with a beautiful view because I brought the rings with me. And also, when you have the rings installed in your house or place where you're staying on holiday, you don't have to train like a specific time of the day. Like, okay, now I'm going to train for 1 hour. No, you don't even have to do that. If you're going to spend some time at the apartment, you can do some other things, listen to music, drink a beer, enjoy the views. And you're like, oh, let me do a quick set. If you do that like 10 times a day, you did 10 sets on the rings. And this way you can keep moving, you know, when you're away. But check this out. With the rings, the possibilities are limitless. You can do ring dips. You can use them for L-sits. You can use them for pull-ups. You can use them for ring muscle-ups. You can do 4 rolls. You can do handstands. I mean, I'm not at that level, but if you are able to do handstands, you can even use the rings for handstands. It's going to make it more challenging. You can do the iron cross if you're a fucking legend. I mean, for such a small piece of equipment, you can use it for so many different things. And that's what I'm trying to say in this video. That's the message, the core of this video. That you can train everywhere if you're able to see the possibilities in limited equipment. You know? If you just scan around, like just look at the environment, like, okay, oh, that's a nice tree. Maybe I can use it for some pull-ups. I'm gonna try it out. Whoa, this grip feels amazing. Oh, look there, 2 chairs. Maybe I can use for dips or something like that. And this way you're just like scanning the environment, trying to look at certain objects that are available for you and that you can use to your advantage. And this way, you're gonna feel free when training. You're gonna train on so many nice different locations. Every training is a different experience because maybe you trained in Italy, maybe you did some pull-ups in a cool tree in Greece, I don't know. Like every training is gonna be a different memory. But if you go to the gym, it's all gonna be the same if you think back to it. Like, what was I doing 2 years ago in the gym? Okay, like same shit as 4 years ago. Like every training just is the same. Not exactly the same, but you get the idea. So this is my suggestion. Next time, when you're on holiday, and I don't want to lose the progression that I made in the gym, think about this. Scan the environment, see what is available for you, and try to work with it. Try to use it for different exercises, and you will see it's very possible. You will see that you can train in all the locations. Even when you don't have anything, you always have a floor that you can use for push-ups, for pistol squats, for legs. That's it. You can do. They're like the possibilities are absolutely limitless. So yeah, that's everything I wanted to say. If you enjoyed this video and if you thought this was helpful, make sure to like, leave a comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Ciao.